Well, the prophet Bill Gates was right when he said we are going to have another pandemic. That's what he said. He knew that back in 2020 or 2019 when the COVID thing happened. He said there will be another pandemic. He was right. Here we are with the Hantavirus. It's interesting that the word Hanta in Israeli slang, if you just look up this word, Israeli slang for fraud or scam, you're going to find out that the most common Israeli slang term for fraud, scam, a lie, nonsense is Hanta, H-A-N-T-A. Put virus on the end of that, and what do you get? A lie virus. And it says to describe something as fake, worthless, a load of bull. And it says essentially calling BS on it. Hanta, a scam, lie, nonsense, or total rubbish. A Hanta story, a fabricated story, or a hoax. We knew the first one was a hoax, right? Fool us once, shame on you. Fool us twice, shame on us. We're not falling for part 2 of the plan. The news had all the 33 markers like all the other news broadcasts. This happened with COVID. You can look up a video. Just look up COVID news 33 and you'll see a compilation of them saying 33 deaths, 33 vaccinated, 33 new cases, 33 states over and over. And this again, as of May 2026, a rare deadly outbreak of Andes hantavirus occurred on a 33-day cruise. Not a 30-day cruise, not a month, 33-day cruise on the Atlantic Odyssey, departing Argentina, resulting in at least 3 deaths, which activated a level 3 response. 3 deaths, 3 response. If you don't know about 33, it's a very occultic number in the Masonic world. It's the highest level of Freemasonry, and they love to put 32 everywhere. 322. They love 33. They love 66. They love 9 and 11 and all those numbers. These people are obsessed with numerology, and they will put it in everything. They're also obsessed with Greek and Roman mythology. They love paganism. That's why this is the Atlantic Odyssey that they were on. And notice it says again, a 33-day Atlantic Odyssey. But when did this thing depart? April 1st, April Fool's Day. Just like Artemis taking off on April Fool's Day, telling us, look, we're pulling a joke on you. If you haven't seen our 5 videos on the whole moon mission thing, you got to go watch it. Artemis was a joke, literally. They fooled you. They pulled the joke on you. 5 videos destroying the whole moon mission. But this Atlantic Odyssey departed for its 33-day cruise on April Fool's Day. That's just, to me, they're putting this stuff right in our faces. Check out these articles. 33 other people, 11 deaths total. Again, these numbers, they love 9, 11, 33, 32, 322, 33 cases of infection. Here we go. The incubation period of hantavirus is 9 days to 33 days. Not 10 to 30, not some round number like that. 9 to 33, very specific. 33 days. Crazy. The pagan view of what Atlantis is a spiritually enlightened civilization. If you ever heard of the city of Atlantis that sunk, it was a spiritually enlightened civilization that had harmony with nature and the divine. And if you scroll down to the bottom there, it says humanity and divine interacted closely. It was a time when they interacted closely. Now, we are being told by Trump's telling us that we're in the golden age. The golden age is the esoteric age of Aquarius, where the externalization of the hierarchy, when the spirit world is supposed to blend in with the physical world. And that was prophesied by these esoteric writers like Alice Bailey and Helena Blavatsky. They wrote that the year 2025, they wrote this in the 1800s, that the year 2025 would be the externalization of the hierarchy, where the ascended masters would enter into our physical realm, the age of Aquarius. And some people even believe that Atlantis will be renewed. That's why it's called the Golden Age. That's exactly what it's about. You look up the Golden Age and Atlantis, and you will find the connection. So here we are. They're on a ship called Atlantis. 33 numbers everywhere. And the whole pandemic thing starts. This is a website called Gavi, and it says vaccines work. And look at the date on there. May 10th, 2021. Interesting. They predicted this May 10th, 2021. Wow. They predicted the next, not only that there would be another virus like Bill Gates said, but they named it. And they predicted this in 2021, like a year after COVID broke out. Insane, man. They put this stuff right in our faces. And very interestingly enough, remember when the quarter came out back in the day, the 2020 quarter just happened to have bats on it of all things. And that's what they said, that the COVID came from the bats in Japan. Well, now 2026, new quarter. Look it up yourself. All you got to do is Google 2026 quarter. That's what you're going to see. A ship. I mean, is this all just a coin incidence? It's so crazy that this stuff's always right in our faces. It's always right on the money. The Simpsons predict these things. The money predicts it. You can actually look at the $5 bill, the $10 bill, the 20, and the 100, and you will see the whole time lapse of these two pillars falling down, these two towers coming down. It was a ritual. You got to watch the video. I say this all the time, but you got to watch the video. It's way back. It's over a year old now. It was about Trump, but it was called "The Deception is Greater Than You Think," and it shows everybody looking at Trump with a patch on their ear. That thing went so deep on the numbers 9 and 11. I'm going to have to upload just that section because so many people missed it from how long ago it was. But this was a literal ritual. Those towers were built to come down and to be replaced with a one world tower. All of that was planned. It was predicted. It was a ritual, and they did it. I don't know when this was, a couple years back, but there was an episode where Art, we're on a cruise ship. He saved up money, took his family on a cruise, and he didn't want to leave the cruise ship, so he pretended like there was a pandemic. Check this out.
This is General William Sullivan with an emergency message. Outbreak of the deadly Pandora virus is spreading rapidly. Requires a worldwide quarantine.
A virus? Stop on the ship! What should we do?
He got on the ship with his family. It's called the Royalty Cruise. So he's looking through the DVD cases and he's like, Kung Fu Person or Pandora Strain. It's on a DVD. Predictive programming in the predictive program. It's so crazy. And he's like, oh, I got a good idea. I'll play clips of this movie on the big screen and make everybody think that there's an actual virus. So right here you see they're saying nobody's getting off the ship. And that's what the news said about this Hantavirus, that they had to quarantine on the ship. And so that's what's happening right now. Everybody's getting scared. He's shorting out the whole communication system. But yeah, they put it right in our faces. Then the X-Files. I used to love the X-Files, especially this movie called Fight the Future. I mean, that's an interesting title, Fight the Future. Just talking about prophetic events. Listen to what this conversation is. He's talking about that there's a hantavirus and alien disclosure. This is insane. This is exactly what we're living in right now in 2026.
See this crap?
They want to discredit you for what?
Because I'm a dangerous man, because I know too much about the truth.
Now that end of the world apocalyptic garbage, you right?
You know my work? Are you familiar with the hantavirus, Agent?
You familiar with the hantavirus?
Yeah, it was a deadly virus spread by field mice in the southwestern United States several years ago.
According to the newspaper, FEMA was called out to manage an outbreak of the hantavirus. Are you familiar with what the Federal Emergency Management Agency's real power is? FEMA allows the White House to suspend constitutional government upon declaration of a national emergency. Think about that. What is an agency with such broad sweeping power doing managing a small viral outbreak in suburban Texas?
Whoa. You guys hearing this? They're talking about FEMA right now controlling all this stuff?
You're saying it wasn't such a small outbreak?
No. I'm saying it wasn't the hantavirus.
He's like, you're saying it wasn't a small outbreak? He's saying, no, I'm saying it wasn't the hantavirus.
Well, what was it? What was it?
When we were young men in the military, your father and I were recruited for a project. They told us it was biological warfare, a virus.
Biological warfare.
What killed those men?
What killed them, I won't even write about. We have no context for what killed those men, or any appreciation of the scale at which it'll be unleashed in the future.
A plague?
The plague to end all plagues, Agent Mulder. A silent weapon for a quiet war. The systematic...
This is crazy. He's talking about that the government is releasing this thing.
The systematic release of an indiscriminate organism for which the men who will bring it on still have no cure. They've been working on this for 50 years. While the rest of the world have been fighting crooks and commies, these men have been secretly negotiating a planned Armageddon.
A planned Armageddon. You know, right now, we're at war right now, and they're calling it the War of Armageddon.
Negotiating with whom?
I think you know. The timetable has been set. It'll happen on a holiday when people are away from their homes. The president will declare a state of emergency, at which time all government, all federal...
Oh man, the president will declare a state of emergency?
All government, all federal agencies will come under the power of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, the secret government.
FEMA and the secret government. Talking about martial law right now.
They call me paranoid.
Go back to Dallas, Agent Mulder, and dig. Or we're gonna find out along with the rest of the country. When it's too late.
How can this stuff always be in the movies? You can't just chalk it all up as coincidence. It cannot be always that the Simpsons always get it right, that it's always in the movies, that they're literally telling us that the secret government and FEMA together purposely unleash this thing to control humanity, to bring about a one world order. This cannot just always be a coincidence. This happens over and over and over again. Now, what is interesting about X-Files is why X? I don't even know. Why is it called X-Files? What are the X-Files? What does X mean? When you look into X, it represents the Ouroboros. This is an occult symbol of the snake eating its own tail. It means as above, as below. It's the cross worlds into the netherworld. The X acts as a mark of the spot for where spirits can pass between the unseen world and the known world. We were just talking about this. This is literally the age of Aquarius. This is Atlantis. This is where spirits enter into our world, where the spirit world and the physical world intersect at the crossroads. That's what the X is all about. That's why those people, when they sell their souls, they go out to the crossroads, the X, and they sell their soul for fame. Notice Osiris risen is what this means. When you see the people doing this hand sign, which you can look up celebrities doing X, and you'll see it over and over and over again. The Freemasons are doing the X for Osiris risen. And this goes all the way back to Aleister Crowley. Look at this book. The very bottom says Osiris risen, and you see him doing the X over his chest. So if the X means Osiris risen, and the X-Files is the Osiris risen files, which is about bringing the spirit world into the material world, this is exactly what we're facing today. And I'll just leave you guys with this one. Check this out. There's a man suited up. These guys got the hazmat on. The one dude, a patient, was in the bubble. And so there's a deadly virus in this room right now. And check out dude right there with no protection on at all. Arms crossed, just nodding, just watching the show. Like, yep. Oh, wait, the camera see me? Did the camera see me? Look at this guy. This is on the news. Like, this is only one clip. There's been some other little slip-ups. I didn't have time to dig around for it, but this was a big one to me. If everyone's suited up like that, why would you just be chilling like that? Why would you be sitting there with nothing on? This dude's got a fish aquarium on his head. Dude looks like an astronaut. All these people are covered from head to toe, and this dude just sitting there chilling. And I want to give a shout out to Man Made. These are the people who made the hat that I'm wearing right now. Thank you so much, guys, for the gift. This was not even an order. They just gifted me and my wife these hats, and they look awesome. That's actually embroidered. If you guys want to get an embroidered hat, you can go to Man-Made Apparel Shop mmca.com. Man-Made Christian Apparel. And you guys check out what they got, and they'll make you a custom hat just like they did me. If you guys like this video, if it was eye-opening, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps get this video out into the algorithm so that more people can wake up to the truth, see through the deceptions of this world, and come to the truth, because the truth will set you free. If you're new to this channel, please click subscribe. If you would like to support this channel, you can do so by going to CandidTruthOrg. We got Cashapp, Venmo, Zelle, PayPal. We even have Patreon, and we got a lot of cool merchandise you can find on our website. And we cannot do this without you guys. We are 100% donation based. We have been working like crazy. We are traveling around, giving speaking engagements. Today was the first day we've been back in a week. We've been traveling around. We go to places, we go to schools, events, churches, everywhere, giving these presentations. And it's just me and my wife. So please keep us in your prayers. Please give if you feel led to. Please give this video a free, simple thumbs up, and we will see you next time on Candid Truth.